Good morning, everyone. Kind of. It's 2 o'clock right now, but the weather makes it feel like it's morning. It's nice and breezy, cold, wet. Wednesday afternoon now here at Universal Studios Hollywood. You know what's crazy? We're 5 days away from Christmas, and I've hardly done any holiday shopping. So I don't know what we're gonna do today. We're gonna look at updates, that's for sure. I'm not expecting anything crazy, anything substantial since our last update, because it's been mostly wet outside. So maybe we'll do some holiday shopping. We'll take a look at the Universal store, see if they have anything interesting. I know there is one thing I want to get. I'm not going to throw it into the video until after Christmas, because I know this one person watches the videos. So I'm not going to throw that in the video, but there is one thing I want to get. Maybe I'll hint to it, but okay, it's Harry Potter related. So there's one thing I need to get, but we'll take a look at the gift shop and see if they have anything interesting for us to get. Honestly, not really expecting the park to be crazy busy today. It's very wet outside, and it's not raining currently, but I know it's gonna rain a little later, and I think not a lot of people will show up to the theme park considering how rainy it's gonna get later today. It was raining a lot this morning, so the park isn't too busy from that. Maybe a lot of people started showing up just around now. It's 2 o'clock, so maybe the lines will get a little bit longer, but I'm not expecting anything crazy. Mario Kart was like 80 minutes earlier today, and for a park day where the park closes at 10 o'clock p.m., that's not horrible. 80 minutes for a Mario Kart. We have some characters out and about right now. We have Gabby and one of the New York residents. Very interesting. Okay, let's go straight into the gift shop. Let's dive right into the shopping, right? Let's see what we have here. Lots of Grinchmas merch out in the front, obviously, because Grinchmas is still going on. I'm personally not the biggest fan of the Grinchmas merch they offer. I feel like a lot of it is just PJs. I like the few Spirit jerseys they offer, but outside of that, it's been the same for such a long time, and I think they need an upgrade. I think they need an upgrade with their Christmas merch inside of the Universal store. However, I don't think I've ever seen this bag over here. It is a Grinch Santa novelty plush. That's what it says on the tag, but it's an actual backpack. I wouldn't wear this in the rain. It'll just get ruined, but it's cool. They have a little backpack with the Grinch's face. I like that. Walking around, nothing really stands out to me. I really like all of this stuff, but I don't know anyone that really knows who Felix is. So gonna avoid that for now. Everything else, this is weird. Usually this is in the character side of the Universal Studios store on the other side, but they brought it here on the logo side. Maybe it's because of all the Grinch merch. Dr. Seuss is kind of related to the Grinch, so I have that. By the way, they completely removed Fast and Furious merchandise from the Universal store. You can only find it at Production Central. They have a small section dedicated to it at the lower lot. Production Central, which is what replaced the Transformers Supply Vault store, if you didn't know that. We'll probably take a look at that a little later in the day. But I don't know, I feel like I get the same stuff every year, and they always have the same stuff. There's, actually, this is kind of fire. I think you guys already know who I'm alluding to here for this gift. I don't know, I'll have to maybe come back later in the day. I have to come up with some ideas, because I have a general idea of what's inside of this store, but I don't know what I would get anyone. Like my dad, what would he like? He doesn't wear varsity jackets, so I can't really get him that. Maybe a hat. He doesn't really wear hats though. Here's a current look at the wait times as of 2:12 p.m. 15 minutes for Forbidden Journey, which isn't horrible. Ollivander's 10 minutes, 35 for Studio Tour, 40 for Pets, 10 for Despicable. Yeah, all these wait times are so low. Wow, I just saw that transition for the Jurassic World wait time. It jumped from 10 to 15 minutes. and it did a nice little transition. That was really cool. That was really smooth. 70 minutes for Mario Kart, not bad at all. Same with Mummy, 35 minutes. It's really nice today inside of the park. Highly recommend visiting on rainy days, as long as you're prepared. Wear some rain boots, because inside of the park it floods a lot. So rain boots, maybe a rain jacket, and you're set. All right, now we're looking at the construction progress with New York streets. Nothing crazy. I mean, I think they put this this project on a halt, because I haven't seen any activity with it unless they're working inside. Our prediction is that they're going to be building like a power-up cafe or a Nintendo-related cafe, because they did have a sign not too long ago that said power-up. So we'll see what they do with this. Anything is possible. They have a Mario Cafe in Japan. It'd be cool if we get something similar here, but I already feel like there's so much Nintendo related things outside of the land itself. Like inside of the park itself, we have like 4 Super Nintendo themed stores. We have one inside of City Walk as well. So very strange. Quite a few people exiting the Grinch area right now, because the Scooby-Doo-Wops just wrapped up. Well, look at that. The Grinch is doing his meet and greets in his original meet and greet spot. They're not doing any tree decorating today, but they did bring the Grinch back to his original meet and greet spot, because it is raining. I don't know why they would move him to the left side of the tree in the first place. I think this is a great spot. Maybe they wanted to have a little more queue space, and I think that new spot helps out with that, but they should have at least added some form of covering above him, because it's gonna rain. It's December, it's gonna rain. But it's good to see him back in his original meet and greet spot.
Come on, kid.
I'm so curious, how many onions do you think the Grinch gets a day? My guess is like anywhere between 50 to 60.
Oh, that's the good stuff right there.
But he just got an onion right now. That must be like at least the 10th of the day. It's a 45-minute wait to meet the Grinch right now, which isn't horrible. We came here 2 days ago, and it was almost a 200-minute wait to meet the Grinch, and I'm sure it got worse later in the day. So now looking at the Fast and Furious coaster. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna sidetrack because I just saw Doc. He's doing meet and greets inside the VIP lounge right now. Very cool. Okay, back to the coaster. Nothing too crazy, like I mentioned earlier, done to it. Honestly, wasn't really expecting much of an update today, just because it's been raining all week. It's been a wet week, so. But looking down, they are doing some electrical work. I'm assuming they're checking to see if anything was damaged from the rain. Anything's possible. I'm not really too familiar with the process of building a roller coaster, so I don't know exactly what needs to be done. This is actually my first time seeing a roller coaster be built from the ground up, so this is a very interesting learning experience, very interesting to look at in general. You don't really get to see a roller coaster be built from the ground up too often, and I know it's going to happen soon at Six Flags. They're deconstructing the Big Bear Theater near Full Throttle, so I'll keep an eye out at Six Flags as well for construction updates. But looking around this area, it's very interesting to see a coaster be built from the ground up. But in terms of concept art, they haven't like officially announced that the roller coaster is coming. They've said that a roller coaster is coming themed to Fast and Furious, and they just switched out the construction walls to say new ride coming soon. But they haven't announced, like, they haven't put out an actual announcement. They just put it on their Twitter that's saying, basically saying, hey, we have a new ride coming. So we're waiting on trailers. I'm excited to see what they do. Their marketing department, I feel like, is getting better with Nintendo World. They put out some really interesting trailers for the land, and I'm excited to see what they do with the coaster itself. And hopefully we get some concept art soon. They're actively working on the project right now. They have some construction vehicles going. They're knocking some stuff down. It looks like they're knocking down some of the existing concrete. either foundation or whatever that is right there. It looks like the border between the mountain and where people used to walk. I think those were also parking spaces. You can see some parking spaces around there. There isn't much they could do. It's not like they can put any concrete foundation right now. They can't pour in anything. Just because it's raining, it's gonna take forever for it to dry. I don't think it'll be stable. And here's a look at that sign. They switched out all the construction walls, and something that just hit me, it feels so nostalgic. I was looking down at the ground, and over here at the very edge of this construction wall, you can see some of the old floors, the old flooring from Animal Actors. This is like prime Universal. Universal used to be like so different back then. They used to have like Flintstones barbecue right around here. They used to have Flintstones Las Vegas, which was a bunch of little carnival games. And then obviously the Back to the Future ride, the original Castle Theater, and then obviously Animal Actors. I don't know, Universal used to be so different, and that just gave me so much nostalgia seeing that little piece of flooring right there. It's not much, but it means a lot to me. So my favorite ride in this type of weather, this overcast, rainy, cold weather, it's definitely Harry Potter and Forbidden Journey. When you look, even walking around Hogsmeade around this weather is the best. It just matches the sky, and I don't know, when you go on this ride, it feels like home. Have you ever watched the Harry Potter movies on like a cold, rainy day? That's the best way to watch them. And that's the best way to ride on a cold, rainy day. It's so awesome. Here's the current look at Springfield. It's busier for a rainy day. Very interesting how busy it is right now. A lot of people are traveling from other states and other countries, so that's why it's so busy right now. But the wait times aren't horrible. It's just busier for an average rainy day. On a weekday, and when it's not peak season, a rainy day would just be dead. You wouldn't see anyone in Springfield right now. So this is very interesting. All right, now looking at the Fast Coaster from this point of view, nothing too crazy, but I did notice they are building something over here. They're building little railings, and you can see there's a wood barricade. They're building like a barricade of some sort, and they also brought in some more wood on site. We saw this a few days ago, but there is some more progress here, and I think this is fairly new. It's starting to rain a little harder now, but you can see that they do have some construction parts over here. They are tearing things apart over here. I wonder what they're gonna do to this little hill. They have a little road on the hill. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. See some more rebar on site as well down at the bottom. So maybe they're gonna be constructing some stuff at the bottom as well soon. We'll probably see something similar with those bigger posts. One thing I'm wondering about is if they're gonna be adding theming around the coaster elements. That'd be really neat to see. This is the queue for Jurassic World. Not bad at all. Dude, this is chill. Is this side open as well? I can't tell. It might be. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go in this side just to be safe. Over in Jurassic Outfitters, we have some new merch. Look at this one. Raptor Running Club. Very interesting, but I do like that Jurassic World patch on the side. And I think this is from the Universe store. Probably new to Hollywood, maybe not new to Orlando, because they had a whole tribute store dedicated to Jurassic World. But they have this awesome puffer hoodie jacket zip up thing. What would you call this? It's a fluffy jacket that's a little on the thicker side. I like these designs down on the sleeves, which are nice. And the back has this nice logo with the Jurassic Park logo instead of Jurassic World. And you could get this for $125. Obviously, you could use your annual pass discount, but $125 for a jacket is a little pricey. They have another hoodie over here for $50 or $80. It's just a generic blue hoodie, unless there's a design in the back. We'll take a look right now. And here's the design in the back of the sweater. I'm not the biggest fan of the design. I think if the colors were different, it would win me over, but I don't know. I think $80 is a little too much for a hoodie like this. I was thinking maybe it's because the hoodie's a little more premium in terms of what was made to create it, but it just seems like a regular cotton hoodie. I think there's only one thing that stops the Transformers. I think this is their main weakness because they're all electronic. It's the rain. Take a look at this. None of the Transformers will be coming out today because it's raining, of course. Which is a good thing because Megatron wouldn't have to roast me today. He's an oversized toaster. You can't have toasters out in the rain. Earlier I was talking about the new production central. This is where it's located right directly after you exit the Transformers ride. And then to find the Fast and Furious merchandise, you go right here. They have a small section dedicated to it. It used to be a lot larger, but this is all that's left in terms of Fast and Furious. They have a supercharged shirt, Fast and Furious sweater, and then I believe some die-cast cars over here. And that's about it. That's about it. Here's a look at those cars. Look how hard the rain is coming down now. This will definitely direct the crowds out of the park. I'm not sure if everyone would want to stay in the rain, and rain is getting all over my lens right now. But yeah, it's not going to be busy for much longer. Okay, it's getting really tough to walk around now. Floors are flooding up, my shoes are getting wet, my socks are getting wet, and I think that's a bigger concern to me. But let's walk into Super Nintendo World and see what it's looking like inside of there. A lot of people camping out under this warp pipe because it is a little drier in here. Obviously no rain coming down in here, but let's take a look inside of the land. I wonder how busy it is in there. Honestly, it seems pretty busy in here. Oh man. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's walk a little more into the land. A lot of people are just slowing down over here because they don't want to walk back into the rain, but okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. It looked really bad because there's a lot of people waiting outside. I want to see if there's any Toadstool reservations today. I haven't had any food at Toadstool Cafe since probably May. It's been a while. Yeah, but the rain is coming down even harder now. This is rough. This is rough. I mean, I would say this is even harder than the hurricane rain we had not too long ago. Mario Kart is 80 minutes. I feel so bad for the people waiting in line right now. Oh no. Oh, look at the line for Toadstool. Oh. Yikes. My shoes are wrecked at this point. There's literally no point. Oh man, I don't even know what to do at this point. This is rough. This is rough. Honestly, might have to call it quits. My hands are soaked. The audio is probably horrible right now, just because of the rain in the mic jack. But yeah, this is rough. This is rough. I should probably move out of the rain here. Damn. I'm so wet right now that it wouldn't make a difference to ride Jurassic World front row. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Anyway guys, that's gonna wrap up our day here at Universal. It is freezing cold and I'm ready to go home. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to leave a like. I'm JP and How They See in the Movies. That's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.